Bunyog, bunyog, halikan na kasama ka. Bunyog, kapag buklod ay may pag-asa.
Of libel, but as things stand, talagang ganun eh. Kahit sabihin kong ayoko naman silang makukulong, gusto ko lang magtanda, but the law is the law as it is, no? So hindi ko na hawak yon kung ano yung magiging sentensya nung West later on. Ganun lang talaga, no? At but ano eh, in this case kasi paulit-ulit na eh. Biruin mo, for the past 12 years, I've been explaining to everyone, every forum, hanggang ano na nga eh, masuya na, memorize na ng mga followers ko ano yung paliwanag ko, but ito pa rin, malicious eh. Kasi alam nilang si Duterte was exposed dahil China admitted na sila yung may secret agreement with them. Tapos sila Harry Roque and Duterte himself admitted as much na meron silang agreement na disadvantageous. Yung having an agreement per se is not necessarily bad kung advantageous sa interest natin, na protection ng interest natin. Pero in their case, talagang dehado, hindi pinapag-repair yung BRP Sierra Madre, tapos hindi pinigilan yung EEZ patrols ng Air Force and Navy. Ano yon? National security compromise yon. Okay. Back in April of 2012, nagkaroon ng impasse dyan sa Scarborough Shoal, wherein 80 to 100 ships ng China swarmed Scarborough Shoal, both inside and outside the shoal. Ano? Ang barko natin at that time, opposing them or confronting them, tatlong Coast Guard vessels. And at that time, nagkaroon na ng impasse. So the front channel, which is the DFA, hindi na ma-de-escalate yung situation. Nothing was moving forward. Kaya ngayon, nagpasya si President Noynoy Aquino na mag-open ng back channel. Again, no? Nagkaroon kasi ng negative connotation pag back channel negotiator, parang it's something evil, something sinister.
Shady, dodgy.
Shady, ayan, oh. So, well, for the information of everyone, yung back channel negotiation is a foreign policy tool ng isang bansa, no, to resolve crisis that cannot be resolved by the formal or front channels, no? Yan yung DFA, yung mga through ambassadors, ganyan. Just to cite an example, yung Cuban Missile Crisis during the 1960s was resolved through back channel negotiations. So si President John F. Kennedy sent yung kapatid niya, who was the Attorney General, as back channel negotiator to resolve the Cuban Missile Crisis. So eventually it was resolved. So hindi po yan illegal. Hindi. So ganoon kasi yon. Kaso itong Duterte administration, dinimonize yung word na back channel negotiator. It's as if, ano na kagad, para kang traidor na, no? Anyway, ganyan yung background niyan. Hindi yan illegal, hindi yan kasalanan. So si President Aquino, to resolve that crisis, that impasse, designated me as the back channel negotiator na dalawa ang mission: to de-escalate the crisis and to reduce the number of ships inside and outside the shoal. Okay, we started off with 80 to 100. I got in mga May of 2012. Tapos mga late July, natapos yung negotiation. So 7 meetings yan. 7 meetings were conducted here. 7 meetings were conducted in China. Ngayon, kahit 100 meetings pa yan, for as long as ito ang pinag-uusapan nito, paano ma-resolvehan yung crisis, ganun yon. Kasi iniintriga nila bakit daw yung sinasabi ni Enrile na 16 trips, ganun. Negotiations nga eh. Di ba? Pero hindi 16 trips. 7 meetings here, 7 meetings there. No? Okay. So 14 yan. So nung time na yon, ganun na nga, no? Crisis yan. Until eventually, the results will speak for themselves, no? From 80 to 100 ships, na-reduce ito to 3. Pero nasa labas na ng shoal. Nasa labas na ng shoal. Tapos, nung hindi nila pinaalis yung tatlong iiwan, doon sila kinasuhan ni President Aquino ng case sa Arbitral Tribunal, which we won, no? At historic yun, na-negate yung kanilang 9-dash line na na ina-assert nila na basis for their claims dito sa West Philippine Sea. At I look at that as a mistake ng China because I am sure they didn't want that ruling na ilabas kasi every time gumagalaw sila, yun yung pinapamukha sa kanila para sila nagiging rogue state. So anyway, ganun yung ginawa natin, no? So my mission was to de-escalate the situation. We were able to do that and to reduce the number of ships. From 80 to 100, we reduced it to 3. So we were able to protect the interest of the state. Tapos wala ring reclamation dyan, no? May mga kasi tayo, no, na hindi alam na iba yung Scarborough, which is off the coast of Zambales, iba rin yung Spratlys na nandun sa Palawan area. So yung Scarborough dito po sa Zambales area, wala pong base ang China dyan. Wala rin po sila sa loob dyan. And by the way, just recently, si Commodore J. Tariela made a statement na nahihirapan silang kino-confront sila nung tatlong ships na yun, but hindi sila kumbaga we still claim it as our own. Kung binenta natin yan, kung binenta ko yan, kami ni Pinoy, dapat meron ng reclamation dyan at dapat hindi sila umalis. Diba? It doesn't make sense kung sasabihin nyo sa inyo yan. Ba't kayo umalis? So, yun. And besides, yung China, all this time, itong mga panahon na to, they never said, amin na yung Scarborough kasi binenta na yan ni Trillanes. O may secret agreement kami ni Pinoy, ganyan. Walang ganon. It was secret agreement with Duterte. Kaya, I think, yan na yan, once and for all, na-establish na yan at na-vindicate na ako dyan, na-clarify na yan. So, simula noon, nung nag-attempt sila ulit i-revive yon sa akin, we started filing. We started collecting the evidence muna, tapos ito na, we started filing. So, ngayon, they can try again to say that, but every time, merong case na sasalubong sa kanila.
May hulanong salita na ang ibig sabihin dito ay ang pagkakaisa.
Bunyog Party List.
Halika na, Bunyog Party List ka na. Halika na, Bunyog Party List ka na.
Sa susunod, ang atinang suportahan, Bunyog Party List, nagtataguyod ng katotohanan, lumalaban para sa bayan.
Bunyog, bunyog, halikan na kasama ka. Bunyog, kapag buklod ay may pag-asa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, isa ang pananaw. Sa bagong Pilipinas ang bunyog isisigaw. Bunyog.